alleged exchange of text messages between a former palace legislative liaison officer and the president is proof of the latter receiving kickbacks on the flood control projects. Then again, this accusation is a non-starter unless images or copies of such text messages are released in the public domain. Meanwhile, the vice president continues her sour-graping litany of baseless grievances and conspiracy theories, the latest of which is her totally distasteful Valentine's Day message to the president, which our Kenneth Paciente dwells on in this Palace Wrap piece.
Malacanang strongly denied the alleged exchange of text messages between President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and former Palace Undersecretary Adrian Bersamin, which was supposedly seen by ACT Teachers Representative Antonio Tino, the endorser of the dismissed impeachment complaint against the president. According to the representative, the alleged messages supposedly prove that the chief executive has direct involvement in a kickback scheme linked to corruption in flood control projects. However, the palace insisted that these claims are purely false.
Ang anumang pinapahid na issue ng korupsyon sa Pangulo ay atin pong pinasisinungalingan. Nakatuon po ngayon ang Pangulo sa pagtatrabaho para paunlarin ang ating bansa. Ang anumang paninira ng walang anumang basihan ay hindi dapat nagamit or magamit na armas para pahinain ang tiwala ng taong bayan sa ating gobyerno.
Malacanang also said it respects the suggestion of some lawmakers urging the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee to investigate the alleged communication records. However, any investigation may instead be referred to the Ombudsman, the DOJ, or the ICI. The palace also said it will not release additional comments on the matter, especially since there is no copy of the supposed message exchange being presented.
Wala pa rin po kami nakita. Paano po natin mabibigyan ng kasagutan, matalinong kasagutan, kung wala naman po pa tayo nakikita?
Malacanang reiterated that the president is serious about holding those involved in the flood control projects accountable and ensuring that stolen funds are returned to the public. In fact, more than 76 million pesos has already been recovered from the confiscated vehicles of spouses Sara and Curly Discaya, which will be directly remitted to the National Treasury.
Noong Miyerkules, matagumpay na naibenta ng BOC sa halagang 29.025 million pesos ang 2023 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, kasama ang payong na pagmamay-ari ng mga Diskaya. Nakatakdang maglabas ng schedule ang BOC para sa susunod na public auction ng mga nakumpiskang mamahaling sasakyan. Laging tandaan, si Pangulong Marcos Jr. ay porsigido na habulin, managot at ipakulong ang lahat ng mga sangkot sa korupsyon sa mga proyekto ng pamahalaan.
Meanwhile, the palace also responded to Vice President Sara Duterte's recent remarks against the government. This includes her statement questioning whether there would still be a Philippines to talk about in 2028, alleging that the country is deeply mired in corruption.
Nananatili siyang bulag dahil malamang ay hindi niya pinanonood or ayaw niyang panoorin kung ano nagaganap na katotohanan sa mga ginagawa ng Pangulo at ng administrasyon ngayon. Nakakalungkot lamang dahil yan ay galawang Duterte, showing the characteristics of an emotional vulture. Isang buitre. Nagpapanggap na concern sa kalagayan ng bansa when in fact she admitted that she doesn't want to help the president in his projects for the country. Drama, pero walang gawa.
Castro further said this would only happen if the country's next leader would be a Manchurian candidate or a puppet willing to hand the country over to a foreign entity. The palace also maintained that there is nothing wrong with stating the truth, after the vice president claimed that Castro was supposedly bringing embarrassment to the country whenever she responds to issues, especially since these are seen internationally. But the palace pointed out,
sabi po niya ay nakakaya tayo sa internationally, mas nakakahiya po yata ito. Dahil ito mismo ay na-news at nandyan pa po ang kanyang muka kung saan ipinakita dito isang vice-presidente nag-threaten with her assassin laban sa Pangulo. Mas nakakahiya po ito. At muli, kung ganito lang po rin lang ang ating magiging leader, mag-isip-isip po tayo.
The palace also described as immoral the vice president's Valentine's message directed at the president and palace press officer Claire Castro. where she said she hoped the two would end up together.
Ang anumang salitang nanggagaling sa kanya ay puro paninira, puro insinuation, puro ka-immoralidad. Ang Pangulo po ay mayroong pamilya, mapagmahal na asawa, mabuting ama. At ako rin po ay may pamilya. So sa isang tulad na ni Vice Presidente na magsasalita ng ganito, ito po ay napakababa bilang babae.
Malacanang also had a message for VP Sara this Valentine's Day.
VP Sara, spread love. Not fake news, not immorality. Don't be a Chucky.
Kenneth Pasyente from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.